There she is, Gabby Barrett. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Where are you quarantining right now? You have a nice rock drop background behind you.
Yeah, my parent and my in-laws have a beautiful house. That's probably why. I'm in East Texas. My husband's family is over here, so we're over here. And it's
Cool.
very nice out. So don't mind if you hear like a tractor or something going past in the back.
Just normal Texas stuff, right?
Yes, of course.
Hey, thanks for doing this and for joining us today. Appreciate you taking
Sure.
some time out of your day. How's quarantine been treating you? How have you been handling everything?
It's good. I am actually, of course, I'm itching to get back on the road and go perform and stuff, but this time has been really nice for me just because, for anybody that doesn't know, I went on Idol in 2018, but I was performing 6 years before Idol, like really grinding and did not have like the normal childhood per se, and that's a good thing, but this is really good time for me to just really sit and let everything kind of soak in that's happening and get some time with family and stuff because it's hard when you're constantly going and going. So it's been good. We've been enjoying it a lot.
Good, excellent. Well, before we go any further, I got to say congratulations on your first #1 single. How does that feel?
Great. Absolutely amazing. I know I'm still flying in the clouds. It's been crazy to just watch the song climb for a long time. It just kept staying on charts and then it was climbing slowly, and in the beginning I was like, oh, I just wanted to go to #1, and I realized that patience is key with things like that, and so it's just been really cool to watch it, just a roller coaster of things since 2019, and it's brought some amazing things, so it's been cool to watch, so thank you guys.
And of course, I know we haven't really been able to get out much, but have you been able to celebrate with the song going #1? I mean, how'd you party up?
I'm not really a party gal. I never was into like parties and stuff like that, so I was completely okay with being home and celebrating. Some friends of mine kind of got me cake and got like happy #1 Gabby whatever on it, and it was really cute, so I'm glad that I got to. It was kind of like an intimate celebration with my family, so it was fun. It was really fun.
That's really cute. We're talking about the song I Hope. Where did you get the influence from? Was it personal experience, or how'd that come about?
Yeah, so I wrote it in 2018, actually on Halloween of 2018, and it was weird. It wasn't supposed to even happen. It was just a thrown together, right? And I wrote it with two male friends of mine, Zach Hale and John Knight, and it definitely came from a place of experience. I like to write songs from experience and what I'm going through because I feel like those are the most genuine to you, and people will connect to that the most. And so they had just had the idea of, what are we going to write today? And I was like, well, or they said, let's write a song about, a guy does a girl bad, whatever happens in the relationship, but the girl still kind of like wishes the guy well in the end. And I was just like, I don't know if that's how I felt about that when I was in 9th and 10th grade. And so I just channeled how I felt when I got done wrong in a high school relationship. Thankfully, I would deal with it differently now. But I just thought it was a fun song to write, and a lot of people could connect to it because everybody goes through some type of bad relationship, so it was fun to write.
Well, it's a fantastic song. We love singing along out here on K-Frog in Southern California. The brand new album, Goldeneye, coming out June 19th. This is your first album that you've done. Take us through the process of doing that. Was it harder than you expected? Was it easier?
You know what? I have been writing for like 2 years. I really started coming into Nashville around the time that I wrote I Hope and trying to create relationships with songwriters and things like that. So I have just been bottling up a ton of songs. Thankfully, it wasn't like a rush process where it's like, oh, we got to get an album out, we got to get it. But it was just over time, just slowly accumulating all these wonderful songs that thankfully we're getting in the process. And then it was actually hard to cut them down into album form into 13 songs. Because it was just like you want to put 100 songs on it. So, we're just really excited about it. I'm really excited about it because it's like a not one genre type of album. It's just very me. This album is very me, the first one, and I wanted to make sure that it was. So I'm excited for people to hear it.
That's so exciting. And you said you wrote, you have writing credits on 12 to 13 songs on the album. Where do you find so much of that motivation to write?
I don't know. When I was younger, I wasn't good at writing at all. Like, I started experimenting in writing at like 14, and I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so there wasn't a ton of writers around me. But I was bad. It was like skies blue, how are you? Just terrible. I was not one of those people that were automatically blessed with the writing abilities like Taylor Swift and, everybody else that's just wonderful. But I kind of just started figuring out how to put a song together, being around the wonderful writers that are in Nashville. And it just kind of caused a chain reaction. I just love to write, and I love to be a part of the songs and let people know that, I think it's more special when you are a part of the song rather than cutting all of your songs that you haven't written. Because, again, I think the most genuine ones are the ones that last the longest.
Absolutely. Well, for those of everybody that's watching this, you got your start on American Idol. Do you still tune in and watch the show?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes. I used to watch it when I was younger. I literally remember standing in my living room and my parents voted for Carrie Underwood to win. And I remember her hair and the dress that she had on. And so I watched it when I was younger. It was always like the golden show. All the other shows were great, but American Idol was like the one that you wanted to be on. And in 2018, for anybody that doesn't know, I came in third place. And I still watch it now. I think if you're watching it, I don't know if you're watching it this season, everybody's kind of doing it at home because of the quarantine. And so it's been really neat to kind of see everybody do it at their house. It's a bittersweet thing because they don't get to experience like the stage and the styling and all that, but they get to be at home more comfortable rather than put on the spot. So it's cool to watch it.
And that's what I was going to ask you too about next. Would it be harder to do all the singing from home? I mean, I don't know if you sound the same at home as you do actually on the stage in front of everybody.
No, I got so nervous on American Idol. I was very blessed not to get nerves before I did Idol, like performing. Then when I got on to American Idol, I just turned into this nervous wreck all the time. And now I look back and I'm like, why would I do that? But if I was home, I would have been much more comfortable just because you're in an area that you know, and it's just not like you're stepping on this huge stage with everybody watching and the celebrities are just right in front of you and there's a camera with 60 million people, don't mess up. It's like, but when you're home, you're just more comfortable and in your place. So I would have liked to have sang at home, but I'm also glad that I got to sing on the stage too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite parts about American Idol and watching your season in particular and you is you had a very strong connection with your dad. I remember watching your audition saying that he sacrificed so much. And it was such a heartwarming feeling watching you guys bond just throughout this season. Where is he now? What's he doing? And how does he feel about all your stardom? And I mean, just going from where you guys started with this to where we are now.
Yeah, so my dad and my sister were definitely like my management and label wrapped up into one. Those 6 years before I did American Idol, like, the year before I did Idol, I did 137 shows that year. That was just my dad booking my stuff. My dad was like my manager and my label and everything wrapped in one. And so when everything started kind of kicking in, like, okay, here's a legit management and can you hear me? Sorry. I didn't know if that cut out. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so here's a real management, and here's a label. Now he's just kind of like taking it easy, sitting back and getting to finally watch everything come together, and it's really nice because I hope that, I can make my family proud in that way, and it's just nice to finally see this stuff taking off, and I'm sure for him it's nice to see that too.
That's really cool. Well, eventually once all this COVID stuff is done, hopefully everyone will be back on the road. We'll get concerts back again. How do you think the concert world is going to shift once we do get back to normal? I mean, what kind of changes do you see happening?
I don't know. Maybe there'll be some more sanitary things like at concerts. Maybe, you never know. I don't know really what's going to happen. I know that's slowly probably going to open up because of, everybody's nervous with the virus and things. And so I'm imagining it's slowly going to open up, but hopefully they maybe sanitize things, like give hand sanitizers out, or before you can walk through the thing, hand sanitizer. I don't know. Just hopefully maybe it's more sanitized. But I know that's slowly just going to open up. So I'm excited to get back on the road. I just don't know exactly when that's going to be.
Yeah, I don't think really anybody does right now. I was reading a story about a design manufacturer here in Los Angeles that's actually creating these custom like space suits that they want everyone to wear. It sounds ridiculous, but at this point in time, honestly, everything sounds ridiculous. So if you see everybody looking like Buzz Lightyear when you're up there singing, that's why.
I know why.
To us here in LA.
I know.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, I need to know who has had more of an urge to cut their own hair. Is it you or Cade? Who wants to do the snipping?
Who wants to cut their hair?
Who wants to? Because have you seen everybody in quarantine's been trying to cut their own hair? Oh. And I'm like, well, if you guys been sitting inside, who's wanted two more? I know he has a whole bunch of luscious locks coming down off his head.
He definitely has nicer hair than me. I took out all my fake hair, and have been letting it grow out for the past 5 months because I'm tired of extensions and all that stuff that I'm sure know that women wear. He honestly, believe it or not, he doesn't care about it as much as people would think. Like, he can't live without it. He would shave it off in 2 seconds like that. So it's probably me. Quite honestly, I'm ready to just botch this bleached, dry hair, but because his is just pretty. He doesn't need to do anything with it. He doesn't ruin it. He doesn't dye it. He doesn't fry it. He doesn't do any of that I do. So probably me.
Well, awesome. Well, Gabby, I appreciate you taking the time hanging out with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time and everything you guys do to support me. So thank you.
Of course, anytime. Hopefully we'll get to see you soon. You guys stay safe, okay?
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right,